The GoPro Mission 1 Pro versus the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. Which camera should you buy? And if you want to know the answer to that question, you got to watch the video to the end. And with that being said, let's begin now. So firstly, we're going to be talking about the GoPro Mission 1 Pro, and then afterwards, we're going to be talking about the DJI Osmo Pocket 4. At the very end of the video, we're going to be talking about which camera between the two I would choose. So if you want to know the answer to that question, you got to watch the video to the end. And again, let's begin the video now. With the GoPro Mission 1 series, of what I know right now is this. So the camera in itself is really great. I did have a chance to go on the GoPro official YouTube channel and check out the promo video. Everything was shot with the Pro, Mission 1 Pro, ILS and all that, and the footage looks insanely fantastic. So I'm really excited to see the final finished product set to release officially on May 28th, which is just a few days from now, which is really great and exciting. But again, I can go down the key specifications of the camera, so let's go ahead and discuss those main points now. Firstly, at 8K, you are able to use 60 frames per second, which is really cool. It does have 4 stops of dynamic range, so the footage and the quality is going to look really fresh and nice, kind of in comparison to the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 and also the Insta360 Luna, also with 14 stops of dynamic range. And then on top of that too is 4K. You're gonna go all the way to 240 frames per second, much similar again to the Luna and the Pocket 4. Really cool, really fantastic. And then finally at 1080, I think it's 960 frames per second, but you'll see the correct amount on the screen. That is unbelievably sick and very exciting. We'll be able to get some insane burst shots / slow motion footage along with that. So again, this is really exciting news. And I think although the Hero 13 and all that weren't necessarily the greatest cameras in the world, I'm sure the Mission series, after seeing the video on YouTube on their official channel, is going to be the comeback season that they finally needed and deserve. So on top of that too as well, some other things to mention is if you had the GoPro Hero 13, like I do myself, if you want to use audio and have like kind of like a microphone kind of like this, you weren't able to do that. The only way you were able to have microphone connection or like better audio quality is to use the media mod along with the GoPro Hero 13, which kind of sucked. But now I think with the new camera, you can have third-party microphones connected via the Type-C slot, and you can use the DJI mic, Hollyland, or Insta360 mic to your own pleasure and needs, which is really great. About time and a long-awaited thing to happen. But on top of that too as well, I think they're gonna release their own specific line of electronic wireless microphones, and you don't have to connect with the receiver, which is really fantastic because I'm on the Insta360 Ace Pro 2. By the way, if you want to get the Insta360 Ace Pro 2, you can use code Dominic on the Insta360 main website for discounts for the summer sale. Anyways, I have to connect the receiver to my Ace Pro 2 and then use the microphone. But I think the GoPro microphone, you could just connect it straight to the Mission series without the receiver and you'll be okay and set and ready to go, which is really nice and great. Now again, as per usual with the Mission series and just like all GoPro action cameras, it's going to be very durable. It's going to have a better battery, going to have more waterproofing abilities and etc. and so forth and all of that. It's a really cool camera and I'm looking forward to the actual release date of the camera and what's going to end up being like. It's like the most exciting thing out of GoPro and what seems to be quite a while now, if I were to be completely honest with you. So let's talk about the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 now. So the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 has been out for just a little over a month now, maybe around a month. People have had their hands on it and I think people from the United States have pretty much found a way to be able to get their hands on the Osmo Pocket 4. I think it's personally a little expensive as of right now. I think it's always great to just let it mellow down a little bit. If you want to get your hands on the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, just wait a bit, wait for the sale, wait for it to get cheaper, and then you will be good at the end of the day. On a caveat too as well, over here in Canada, you can get the Costco bundle for the DJI Osmo Pocket 3, and that will benefit you greatly. But the Osmo Pocket 4 has been out for a little bit now, so let's go ahead and talk about some of the facts associated with the camera. Alrighty, so firstly, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 supports up to 4K up to 240 frames per second, as kind of previously mentioned before. That's going to be really great for slow motion, but the greatest part of the camera is the gimbal system, much like the DJI Pocket 3 and the predecessors preceding it. It's going to be super smooth, really stable footage. I am on an action camera. It's like relatively good right now, but with the gimbal system, it's going to be great, and that's going to benefit a lot of people really nicely. You can make great comparisons from the Pocket series to like an actual DSLR camera because it does have that background blur. With an action camera like this, you do see the entire quality and the silhouette of the entire area, but this action camera is still pretty functional, but the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 will just be a little bit better quality, but also kind of more up close, kind of like this look, which if you like it, you like it, but if you don't like it, you don't. I prefer this in my opinion. So some other notable facts specs too as well, I am on the DJI Mic Mini 2. You do have auto connection with the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 and the Mic Mini 2 without a transmitter receiver, which is super handy. And then also you do have the capabilities of recording in D-Log color 10-bit, which is going to be really nice. Although, forgot to mention, the Mission series also has 10-bit capabilities too as well, so don't bat an eye on that necessarily. You can color grade and shoot in color grading footage for both cameras, be able to do that successfully. Yeah, otherwise there's multiple audio channels along with the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, and then 14 stops with dynamic range, as previously mentioned before too as well. I don't know if I mentioned it, but I'm gonna mention it now just in case. And then on top of that too, the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, yes, it does have a gimbal system. That is also the unfortunate part about the camera too as well, as it is very fragile. So if you do plan on buying the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, you have to be really careful functionally for going out and creating memories and moments. That can be a little bit of an issue. For professional shoots, it kind of makes more sense as a back kind of side camera, still recording really good quality, but you just have to be super ultra careful of the gimbal system because it is fragile and it does break. So yeah, there's not really an existence of durability and waterproofing with the Pocket series, but the cool thing about the camera is it does have internal storage, which is super nice. I don't think the Mission series specifically stated that it has internal storage. With the internal storage and the amount that the DJI Osmo Pocket 4 has, it's pretty insane and parabolic, and I think it's definitely a plus side on the DJI end too as well. But first, let's talk about Holofy eSIM. So Holofy eSIM is connected in over 200 destinations, and the installation process is very simple, but first you have to make sure your phone is eSIM compatible. So all you have to do is download the Holofy eSIM app, choose your destination and how many days you want to use the unlimited eSIM for, and use code Dominic for 5% off. You can also check out the unlimited data plans. One's going to be unlimited data, and the other one's going to be a light plan for 25 gigabytes of data, and you can use code Dominic for 10% off on your plans for that too as well. And you can also check out Holofy's Always On. So it's going to be a 1 gigabyte of emergency data available in these countries, so you never have to worry about running out of data on your next trip. So with that being said, let's return back to the regular scheduled video. Here's the part that you all have been waiting for. If I were to choose between the GoPro Mission 1 Pro or the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, I would choose this. So in terms of the GoPro Mission series, after taking a look at those videos online and the ability to be able to create really high quality along with the waterproofing and durability of an action camera and having wireless microphone connectivity is a huge game changer. And if you're a pre-existing GoPro loyalist and you've been around with them since they're the founding fathers, let's say per se, of the action camera sphere, then this is kind of a no-brainer. It's going to be a huge change in the GoPro community, and the capabilities of making really high quality is going to be great. That's definitely something to keep in mind. But if it's anything in terms of the user experience and slowness and haptic feedback sort of lag, much like the predecessors with the GoPro Hero 13, then I don't know if that's going to be worth it just because of your daily experience using this camera. But if that's something you're sort of used to, then I would definitely recommend the Mission 1 series. It looks fantastic, by the way. After seeing those videos, if you're pretty much able to make those quality of videos, then holy smokes, it might actually be really worth it. On the other hand, we have the DJI Osmo Pocket 4, which has been out for a little while now with all those facts that I previously mentioned before. I think I'm someone who is currently in the DJI atmosphere, much like the GoPro Hero 13 atmosphere. I like the way the Mimu app operates, although the Quick app is good too as well. I like the Mimu more, and the Insta360 app is my king. I think if you're in the ecosystem, kind of like have the Mic Mini, they kind of talk to each other, kind of like the Apple ecosystem, and it looks really pretty seamless and pretty easy. And in terms of quality too as well, just take a look at Pocket 4 footages. It's more of like an everyday out and about camera, not like the Mission Pro isn't. Yeah, notably, it's just something you see everyone use on a daily basis, and that's a telling tale for sure. I think in terms of quality, just my personal opinion, we'll see more footage with the Mission series. I think it is the top of the top in terms of quality. I just like the user accessibility and system of the Insta360 atmosphere of things, and with the Luna actually might be looking really good, but we'll wait and see for that sort of. But if you're looking for like top of the top quality, interchangeable connectivity between all of the products, and just like easy overall like creation and, you know, experience, then I would recommend the Pocket 4. They have so many renditions already. They really mastered the idea of a pocket gimbal camera. They're the OG. They figured it out. So if you buy the camera, you're not going to go wrong. It's a quality camera for sure. So in the previous videos, I've been getting a lot of like backlash, sort of like as like a GoPro hater, so to speak, which is good for engagement. But if I were to be honest, I was under the impression of GoPro before, but after watching the GoPro Mission 1 series preview videos, I think I'm a changed person. The potential you have to create really good quality footage, along with the durability and the waterproofing and the action camera specifications of the camera, I think honestly it's going to be really great. We'll just have to wait and see, to be completely honest with you. Time will tell, and yeah, I'm very excited to see what's going to happen in the coming few days and then like the few months. So as proceeding with the Mission series launching and then the Luna launching too as well, and people using the Pocket 4 a lot more. We'll just have to wait and see. But with all that being said, thank you guys for tuning into the video as per usual. And if you like the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe. And with that being said, peace out.